What's up to all our sidekicks and henchmen out there in the Geek Nation? I am Johnny Destructo, and you're about to witness a Thunder Round. What is a Thunder Round? Well, I'll tell you. It is a 60-second review about literally anything. Could be anything I want to review for 60 seconds. I got my timer, and I am going to talk to you about something for 60 seconds. We usually used to do that on the CultPOP podcast, but now we figure we sprinkle them throughout the week, like a little dusting of Thunder Rounds. But today is going to be a Thunder Round for a book that we did for Book Club. My shop does a book club every other week, and so a couple of weeks ago we talked about Isola, Volume 1 by Brenden, Fletcher, and Karl Kerschl. And this is issues 1 through 5. I will tell you what Diamond has to say about it. An evil spell has been cast on the Queen of Mar, and her captain of the guard will do anything to reverse it. Their only hope lies on an island half a world away, a place known in myth as Isola, land of the dead. Gotham Academy creators Brenden, Fletcher, and Karl Kerschl reunite for a breathtaking fantasy adventure 2 decades in the making, recommended for fans of Studio Ghibli and the work of Hayao Miyazaki. My camera keeps slipping. So now it's too high. Here we go. I'm great at this. So all right, I'm going to put 60 seconds on my clock. This book is not quite what I expected. It is, without a doubt, probably the most gorgeous book of the year, of almost any year. Pick a year, and this would probably be one of the most gorgeous books of that year, even if it didn't exist at the time. Highly recommended, if only for the colors, for the art, for the storytelling. It is just gorgeous. But the story is interesting as well. They plop you in, I think it's called in media res, where they just plop you into the story and they don't really tell you anything. And they reveal elements of the story as you go. So it's not, there's no info dump. And you kind of have to stick with it in order to figure out what's happening, which I actually greatly appreciate if it's done well. It is done well here. I highly recommend this book. It's wonderful. The relationship between the two characters is lovely, and I'm excited to read more of it. That's it. I did it. End of round. So yeah, oh man, I will read you some of the stuff on the back. Nominated for 3 Eisner Awards in 2019, a stunning debut from a team of creators that has an incredible story to tell. Look, it keeps slipping. Why does it keep doing that? An example of the best fantasy storytelling that comics has to offer. Beautiful, meaningful. Annie Wu says, Isola is an original fantasy world brought to life with breathtaking art. You can feel the blood, grass, and fur. A stunner from the get-go. Absolutely. Again, it is a little bit slow, and it takes a little bit to get moving, but it's engaging the entire way. Every panel is a work of art, and it's just gorgeous. I'm definitely going to read the second volume. Look at this. Friggin' there's a bunch of alternate covers in the back. Look at it. So yeah, highly recommend it. If you're into fantasy, if you're into Studio Ghibli, it feels a little bit older than some Studio Ghibli stuff, but that's good. I don't know if it's an all ages book, but boy, I highly recommend it. I think you're going to like it. Karl Kerschl, Brenden Fletcher, Isola, Volume 1, Issues 1 through 5. Volume 2 is also available, so if you like it, you can jump on to the next one. So yeah, what have you guys been reading? I'm sorry, I keep putting my hand up on because I'm going to have to fix that for next time. But what have you guys been reading? What's your favorite, maybe graphic novel that you've read recently? I am super sad about the DC news that hit last week about a lot of the editors getting the axe. And also, some of my favorite books have gotten the axe, like John Constantine Hellblazer, one of my favorite books of the year. There hasn't been that good of a Constantine book since the original 300 issue run that started in the 80s. Highly recommend it. Super sad that it's going the way of the Buffalo. Cy Spurrier wrote the hell out of it, and there's still a couple more issues. I think it's going to wrap up at issue 12, so he'll get a chance to at least finish part of his story. So, but yeah, did any big books get canceled that you were excited about? I was sad about Suicide Squad by Tom Taylor, but apparently that wasn't canceled. It just finished its run. So that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, anyway, we will be back Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. We'll be live streaming the CultPOP podcast, where we'll be doing the spoiler alert section, where we talk about this week's comic books, and then the gutter talk section at the end, where we talk about more overarching umbrella discussions about pop culture, comic books, representation, racism, all the fun stuff. So yeah, join us. Please like, share, and subscribe. You know what to do. If you give a crap about YouTube, just freaking do it. This is a baby YouTube channel, so we don't have that much up. But if you want us to do something, please let us know, and we'll do our best to accommodate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk at you later. Boop.